Hey everyone, JP here, and today I'd like to talk about one of the reasons the SSL 4000E console is still so popular amongst mix engineers in rock, metal, and hip-hop. Sure, everyone knows about the stereo bus compressor and the black and brown EQ circuits, but this is a peculiar quirk of the channel Dynamics section that has become indispensable for aggressive drum sounds, and often linked to Andy Wallace in particular. I'll be using the Waves E-Channel version 2 to demonstrate this. I think most of the current plugins have modeled this little trick by now, but the original Waves E-Channel did not, so please try a demo before you buy a different version looking for it. So we're going to focus on the kick drum for this, and here's the original with the E-Channel bypassed. It's not a bad kick drum. Leakage isn't bad at all, great attack, a lot of body. But we're really going to enhance that attack in a second. I do have it duplicated here. These are identical tracks. The only difference is the E-Channel is only going to be on this first track. So the first thing we're going to do in the E-Channel, crank up that threshold all the way on the gate, put the range about halfway, and the release relatively short. But listen to this when you hit the fast attack. Hear that little pop? That is the quirk that makes the 4000E Dynamics so important to guys like Andy Wallace and Randy Staub and many other mixers. Without it, just a normal gate. With it, that little extra transient almost sounds like a sample, but it's not a sample. And you'll see why that's important in a second. I'm just going to add a little bit of compression, but that's not as important for this. We are going to use the black EQ, which is my favorite SSL circuit for drums, and we're going to enhance that attack even more. Boost some 8K. Boost some 3.5. These frequencies that we're boosting, they'll vary a bit within the context of the overall mix. So for now, you just want to bring out that attack, but once everything else is in the picture, you'd probably go back and tweak them a little bit. Pull out a little 320 or so. Keep that one a little wide. So it might sound funny to you like this. It really does sound like a sample. But here's the real fun when we bring back in the unaffected kick and blend them together. And you should play around with the phase on this because you might find something else you like. Listen to that. It's a little too basketball-y for me, but there's certainly some situations where that would be right. That's a little more natural to me. But to really hear it, you got to hear it in the context of the whole drum set. See, neither of them sounds right by themselves to me. The super gated one is a little too fake by itself, and the natural one is just kind of boring by itself, but when you bring them together, so of course, these drums across the board would have more tweaking going on as more instruments are brought in and out of the mix. But today I really just wanted to focus on what this SSL 4000E Dynamics channel can really do to enhance drums and the way it's been done for a few decades now by some of the biggest name in rock, metal, and hip-hop mixing.